Hello citizens, how is it going? It's Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 1 in the Premier League, and it's 2 points dropped. Before we get into it, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button as always. Now let's dive into it. Shocking performance, let's be honest. Let's just say it right off the bat. I think we started off really brightly because we basically went into this game with the same team that went against Nottingham Forest. We brought in De Bruyne though, and I don't know about you, but playing away from home so far this season has been a little bit like we're not clicking properly, basically. I mean, you look at De Bruyne and Gundogan in the middle, and this game, it didn't work. It also didn't work pretty much in the Newcastle game. It came off in the end when we came from 2 goals down, but for me, there's just like some energy missing there. There's someone to help out Rodri, there's someone to go backwards because Gundogan and De Bruyne both focus on going forward. And when Bernardo drops in deep into the midfield role alongside De Bruyne or alongside Gundogan, he does the going backwards and he does a little bit of defending and does a little bit of a link-up play. But we didn't get any of that today, really. And like I said, we started off really well in the first half. Of course, Villa were pressing us high for the first few minutes, but once we got hold of the ball, they really couldn't do anything. But we weren't really doing anything either because the entire game in that first half pretty much played out in the middle third. As soon as both teams got to the boxes, it wasn't happening. It wasn't clicking. The final ball wasn't there. The decision making was poor. And I think for us, I look at our first half, and again, I don't think anyone played particularly well, but I don't think anyone played badly. And I think it was just a boring, dull game from both teams. I think Villa were happy to defend, and we were happy passing the ball around, and we didn't really have much danger to deal with, so we didn't really create anything going forward. There was no edge to the game. That was what was missing. There was no edge to it. It was just a flat game. And the best chance of the half for us fell to Walker. And I've said it before. I've said it in a couple of match previews and a couple of match reactions that when he plays in that role, Walker, when he plays in the centre midfield, he's not a creative player, and I don't think he can pass. There's a few occasions in the first half he's giving the ball away. He's not making the right ball, and he's not making the right decision because he likes to switch it, Walker. His go-to move is switching the play to the left, just smashing it to the left. But when he's up close and personal and he's trying to do 1-2s, he can't do it. And the one time he got through, the one time he got into the box, the one time he hits the byline, which he doesn't do enough playing in that role. Cancelo will do it often through the game because he wants to go forward. But Walker, he hasn't got that in him. Walker gets through. Nice 1-2 with Haaland. At least I think it was Haaland he played it with. And then instead of squaring it for Haaland or Foden or Gundogan, who were all in space, who all had open goals, he smashes it over and wide. It was poor from him. And you can see from Haaland's reaction to that how bad a miss that was. And I think that sums up the entire match for us. I think that is the entire match right there. That's the summary for it, that chance. Of course, they create one chance for Watkins because a long ball over the top. It wasn't a long ball, was it? It was maybe a foul on De Bruyne, then Young plays it forward, and then one more pass, just 2 passes in total, tore through our entire team, right through the middle. Walker running at Stones. Stones did really, really well. And he got a deflection on the shot, which I think was going wide anyway. And he went out for a corner. But that was it. They were the only 2 good chances in the first half. Really dull, really flat, no edge. And it showed because neither team were really doing anything. Second half, we needed to do something. We needed to play better. We needed to find that edge. And we found it. And the one bit of good play all game, Bernardo and De Bruyne linking up. Nice 1-2. De Bruyne crosses it, back post. An absolute stunning cross, by the way. That's going to be the assist of the season for me already. Absolute wonder cross. And Haaland gets his 10th goal in 6 games. Haaland on the score sheet again. Fantastic. I captained them on my FPL team like everyone else on the planet. And he got us our goal. And De Bruyne got me the assist. Wonderful goal. And there you're thinking, go on, go forward, get more goals. Because Villa are going to have to come out of their shell a little bit. They're not going to be able to sit so deep. And we didn't do it. We had nice moments. We were in these situations, but we couldn't find the right pass again. And I look at the 2 wingers, Foden and Bernardo, for me today. I thought they were poor. When they got on the ball, they weren't doing anything with it. They couldn't get past the man. Bernardo, I thought, he had a really poor game against Dean. I think he played really well, their left back, and he stopped Bernardo going forward all the time. He bullied him, I thought, a little bit, to be honest with you. And of course, he plays for the foul a lot, and he lies on the floor, and he rolls around, and they're lucky in that sense a couple of times. But I thought Dean had Bernardo all game, and Pep did nothing about it till late on when he brought on Mahrez, he brings on Mahrez, and Mahrez likes to go backwards more than forward. For me, every time he picks up the ball, he looks backwards. And he didn't really do anything going forward. He did nothing when he came on, Mahrez. And in fairness to Mahrez, the team did nothing when he came on, because we started to sit further back for some reason. When the game got stretched, Villa came alive and they got better. And they got their goal. Yeah. I want to blame the defence, because I've always said I don't trust the defence, but I thought Diaz and Stones played fairly well. I thought they held the line really well. You know, they got a couple of offsides, and I thought Stones did okay. I mean, he's not got the pace, but he's a really good defender, and Diaz too. They were losing the aerial battles against Watkins a bit too many times, but they did all right. And when ball came to Bailey, he just smashes the top corner. It went close to Ederson. Ederson dropped to his knees, stuck a hand out. Maybe he should save it. Maybe any other keeper saves it. But it did go at him with pace, so I'm not going to blame him for it. And I can't really blame the defence for the goal. It smashed the top corner. I mean, yeah, it's just one of those goals. And at that point, you're thinking, can we get another goal? Because Villa have been a little bit weak. Villa have been a little bit light. Whenever they score goals, they tend to concede within 3 minutes of scoring. And that's happened 3 out of their 5 goals this season. And we didn't do it. We didn't really push forward. We didn't create anything. And that's it again. That's another summary. The creation. And I think a lot of the blame has to lie on Pep, because if you look at how the game played out, Gundogan and De Bruyne did nothing in the first half. And in the second half, I mean, Gundogan may as well have not been there, honestly. He obviously he has his moments, but he didn't really do anything. Neither did De Bruyne, apart from setting up the goal. I mean, at least De Bruyne's popping up on the left, the right. But he had to change something in that midfield. He needed to bring someone on. And the only person he would bring on was Mahrez, who did absolutely nothing. He should have brought on a few more players. He should have brought on Alvarez, who I thought had a fantastic game against Forest, and I think he deserved, if not a start, he definitely deserved half an hour to 40 minutes in this game. But he didn't get it, and I thought Phil could have come off. You know, he took Bernardo off in the end, but he should have took Phil off as well. I thought Alvarez could have come on. I thought he would have helped out. You know, maybe gone 2 up top with him and Haaland. And instead he brings Ake on. He brought Ake on for Walker. After we'd conceded, it went 1-1, and then he brings Ake on. That was his big change for 1-1, Ake. If you're going to bring on another defender at that point, bring on Gomez, because at least he can play ball. At least he can get the ball to his feet. At least he'll get forward. And then he could have pushed Cancelo to the right-hand side, and he could have brought Gomez on the left, and then you'll have a left foot and a right foot in central midfield in the right positions, creating things going forward and at least getting forward. But he didn't do it, Pep. He brought on Ake. So for me, that signals to me that he's quite happy with the point, Pep. And he really shouldn't be, because Villa are in a really low spot. And I get it. Before the game, I would have said, okay, 1-1, a draw, not a bad result, because they are fighting Villa at the moment. Gerrard is at risk of losing his job. You know, the Villa fans are on their back for a while. So this is a big game for them. And you could see it, because at the end, they're celebrating like they've got all 3 points. And rightly so, because, I mean, we did the same thing against Newcastle when we got back into that, you know. But this is definitely 2 points dropped. And Pep, for some reason, he didn't want to make 5 subs. He's making 5 subs against Forest when we're 6-0 up. But he won't make 5 subs when we need the goal to win the game. I don't understand that myself. I don't get it. I'm not really sure. Maybe he's saving them for Sevilla away, but he shouldn't be, because the league is the more important thing. You look at Sevilla away, even if we lose that game, we've got 5 more games in the Champions League. You'd expect us to go through that group. You can't afford to drop points in the league for too long. And yeah, he just didn't make the subs. And again, I say it all the time. When you've got a manager for 2-3 years saying that you need to make 5 subs, that we need 5 subs in the league, that every other league has 5 subs, and then he doesn't make it. He's making, like I said, he makes 5 subs against Forest, 6-0. 1-1 against Villa, brings Ake on. Don't get it. I really don't understand the thinking behind it. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it was a poor game, wasn't it? Like I said, first half, no edge, no real game, no quality in it. Second half, flashes of stuff, but nothing great. But it's a point. It means that we're undefeated in the league still. But it could have been so much better. And when Haaland scored that opener, you're expecting something better, right? And we just didn't go on. We didn't kill it. And we should have won that game. We should have wrapped up. De Bruyne had chances. Foden had a couple of chances. And they just didn't make it count. They just didn't make that domination count. And all that possession count. And it's a shame, really, because it is 2 points dropped and not 1 point gained. But hey, that's my match reaction. Thanks for checking out, as always. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. And yeah, I'll be doing a match preview for the Sevilla game tomorrow. So keep an eye on that. And I will be doing a watch along for the Sevilla games. So come join for that, come chat, and we'll slag off City some more. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.